The address, 300 Prospect Avenue in the heart of downtown Cleveland. A new modern-day business is preparing to open.
But if you rewind that clock, the same storefront was once the pulse of something electric. In this week's Then and Now, Leon-Bibb shares the story of the Record Rendezvous, a legendary music store, its visionary owner, and the sound that changed everything.
The soundtrack of a generation which changed the world. It began in the tight grooves of vinyl records as the rhythm and rhyme of a music began its steady leap around the world. Pushing that sound was Cleveland.
Papa Leo coined the phrase rock and roll.
Doug Trattner is the grandson of a man who, in an unusual way, kick-started a music long before called rhythm and blues. Leo Mintz, who opened his Record Rendezvous music record shop, caught a wave. In the late 30s through the 40s into the 50s, Mintz bought used rhythm and blues records and sold them in this Prospect Avenue, Cleveland location, which is now something new. It was music blacks knew but whites were not hip to, until white kids went to Record Rendezvous for a listen.
So he was watching these customers listen to the music and described it as they were rocking and rolling down the aisles.
In 1952, Record Rendezvous owner and promoter Leo Mintz knew an out-of-work disc jockey named Alan Freed. Mintz told him,
he said, I've got a contact at WJW. I'm going to put you on the air. I'm going to sponsor you. I'm going to give you the records to play. And that's exactly what happened. He said, we need a name for this music. And I think, you know, we can call it rock and roll. And Alan Freed took it and said that on the air.
Hello, everybody. How y'all? Welcome to our Rock and Roll Jubilee of Stars.
Freed took credit for the phrase rock and roll. Grandson Doug Trattner thinks Mintz should have received the credit.
Rock and roll, Record Rendezvous, and your granddad Leo Mintz. It's all there.
I like the way you say that.
Freed's Moondog radio show went cross-cultural, with blacks and whites catching the beat. Black rhythm and blues skyrocketed big time, setting the stage for an expanding rock and roll genre.
There is a direct line from Record Rendezvous to 1950s music radio, where the hits keep on coming, directly to today's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
In the 1980s, when Cleveland competed with other cities to land a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the deciding committee sent a group to Cleveland.
Record Rendezvous was still open. This is '85. And Ahmet Erdogan, founder of Atlantic Records, gets off the bus, goes into Record Rendezvous, talks to the people in there, and as the story goes, walked out, said Cleveland is going to be the place.
A story of then and now about Cleveland, which has long been a rocker. The music Record Rendezvous laid out and promoted played a part in finding a rhythmic name which became the soundtrack for generations. Now that we got it rocking, let's let it roll. For 3 News, I'm Leon-Bibb. Rock on, rock on.
Record Rendezvous closed in 1987. That dispensary is scheduled to open at 300 Prospect within a few weeks.
That's right. Its storefront display will pay tribute to the iconic record shop.